EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Howard, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It's caught. Beckham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike, it's been a long day for you.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Mayfield now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finished things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Watch the back. Ram. Check 25. Let's go. Great.
On play action, it's Wentz. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down. Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this is caught by Jackson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 92 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Speaking of Odell Beckham, he went over 100 yards in that loss to Seattle in Week 6. 101 yards to be exact, 6 catches. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though,
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, he's having a nice little first half here. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Sproles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
81.
Wentz now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game.
Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Eagles get a score closer. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they give him a...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. It's caught by Jackson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
657.
On play action, Wentz. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Watch that. Bunch. Heavy. Shoot.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
82. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. All right. Black, come on. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
I'm coming after you.
On first down, they run with Howard. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that
run. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the 16, Wentz. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Okay, now I want to revisit what we were doing earlier, contender versus pretender. We did the AFC, let's rock the NFC here, starting with the New York Giants.
Pretender, but much improved.
Okay, NFC North, how about the Vikings?
Contender, no doubt about it.
Carolina in the South, what do you think there?
Contender and ascending.
Okay, the quarterback play is... It got his man, complete! A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Check hot route.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. 23 yards on the play. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Tackles.
Mayfield on play action. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's got daylight. The 40, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield, a gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mayfield now, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
King.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain there of 21 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. He'll look to throw. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? This is Howard on second down. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
First down, Philadelphia.
Now Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku there to make the grab. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Browns, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. First and 10. Mayfield, he finds his target, Beckham. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
For the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Throwing, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There is no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
It's now third down and 1.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get this.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at New Era Field in upstate New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from New Era Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20. To the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hey, check 80! Check 145. Man, I got you. Nothing. Check 13.
Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And that's complete to Croft. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 59 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, they made it pay off.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 52.
First carry for Peyton Barber. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Mike, 57.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working out of the gun. Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
I got you, punk. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Setting up the screen here, it's Barber. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jameis to throw it. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Following the interception, Winston. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
57. Mike, 57. Check. Crunch. 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 Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let's go.
Winston now to throw on first down. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Four down.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. On 2nd and 9, Allen flush to his right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Allen going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Buccaneers' defense holds, and they get the football back. Now, with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be, and offensive line injuries. 3
straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but here, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. Here's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. Hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, he's been the guy, already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, 42 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah.
And Winston lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston escaping the pressure right. Airing this one out for Evans. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
I'm coming.
Final play of the half here, Winston. He's got a man, complete. the 30, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Ready. Blue ready. Check pass. Check pass. Ready. Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Let's go.
Play fake. Winston. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. Jameis now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, 29 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Ready. Black 25 behind. Check 41. Got it. Come on. Sunday. Slip. Hey, let's get it for perfect. Begin. Let's go.
Play action now. Winston steps away. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do?
Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 95 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Winston on the move to his left. And Winston lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, Winston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
First down, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Green, Timothy.
The first down throw for Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cameron Brate taking it in. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
And the Buccaneer 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I got you, son. I got you, son. Let me go.
Winston now. He hits his target. Left side, Watson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check 26, Tony.
They'll throw again. Winston. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
1st down.
Check. Flip. Lucky.
From the red zone now, Winston. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
On 2nd and 10. Winston, he completes it to Evans. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run with Barber. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2nd down and goal. Winston, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
3rd and goal. Winston. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Throwing. Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Then the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ready. Blue ready. Here we go. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Army.
On 1st and 10, Winston being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 7. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job.
Flip it. 49. Got it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Winston now to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Give me that ball, defense. Triple C. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Go.
Open man, here's Foster. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.